This is going to be great. A trip to Sunday on the line. Let's play pickleball. Just wide on the volley from Arnold there, and we are underway.
1-0. Johnson's added another layer since his last match. He's got the little sport coat and sweatpants on now.
And a beautiful two-handed drop there by J-Dub to start that.
Yeah, we talked about him having maybe the edge in power. He certainly has plenty of touch and feel as well.
Three in a row to start. There's nothing more deceptive on this entire screen than that 8 next to J.W. Johnson's name. All comes down to points earned over the last 12 months, so that will change rapidly.
Side out. Yeah, certainly thought to be one of the very, very top singles players that we have in the game. Like you mentioned, don't expect him to be an 8 seed for much longer.
Good look at Julian Arnold using that new Valair paddle. He had a big hand in developing.
Side out.
Just the strength in that forearm, Kyle. Come on.
Yeah, it's such a short, efficient motion, and when he gets a ball up, it is certainly one ball put away power that he possesses. Side out. Good job by Arnold, just keeping the ball in front of him here. He's got some great lateral movement in addition to his other types of speed on the court. Side out.
What a smart return. You're thinking it's going to the backhand, not so much.
Yeah, a lot of these guys are so good if you return to their backhand about making it a forehand anyways. Sometimes just going right to the strength actually can surprise these guys a little bit.
And what a shot from J.W. Johnson. Runs around it and pulls that right down the line on cue, and it is 4-zip J-Dub.
4-0.
Right in the corner pocket.
Point.
And another one on the line. This guy has the paintbrush out, Kyle.
Yeah, and J-Dub's such a rhythm player. When he gets going, he's so tough to slow down.
Beautiful lifetime club, and we are having quite a day of singles action. And badly needed for Julian Arnold out of the timeout, down 5-0. Sometimes you just need that first one, gets the ball back.
Yeah, absolutely. He's had some shorter returns here early, but this will be his opportunity to serve and get on the board. Point.
And he will gladly accept all freebies.
1-5. Point.
Wow, double freebie. And Dave Johnson, bark out the score for me, would you please?
2-5.
Thank you.
Side out.
Heard Arnold say move your feet. Sometimes they hit the ball right back to you. It's actually bad because you need to just shuffle a little bit, Kyle.
Yeah. Clearing your body is a unique skill set. Certainly tough when the volley is deep. Yeah, just a great angle there from Johnson way back at the baseline, and made it very easy for Arnold to miss that as it really shrunk the size of the court for him.
Point. What a inside out. I mean, on the run, no height on that ball, and that was going to be in, Kyle.
He really just accelerates up the back of that ball with that really lively wrist that he possesses, and he can generate a lot of pace and spin with not a whole lot of rest of his body getting involved.
You talk about hitting the backside of the ball. After this point, let's talk about most people are just trying to connect. But these players are not just trying to connect.
Side out. Yeah, at this level, they've really learned to trust the acceleration and paddle speed. And it's one of those things where, you know, the faster you swing, actually the more control you have. So you really have to get over that mental hurdle of just kind of pushing it in and just kind of go for it. And he's doing a great job of that right now.
And Arnold runs it up the line twice. That looked like a very Ben Johns-esque reset there on the backhand side from J.W. Johnson. Arnold fired away there twice. Beautiful. Man, that backhand roll is something else for J.W. Johnson. Checks the ball. It's like, man, that was really good there. That thing didn't bounce at all.
Certainly his signature shot, that backhand flick.
Again, we talked about Annalie Waters not being in the women's draw. Ben John's not in the men's draw. So while he did not win the last tournament, he won the first two before that. So opportunity knocking for these gentlemen as well. And Staxrud will not be in the final either.
Right. So we've guaranteed ourselves a new gold medalist here for 2023 with Staxrud going out to J.W. Johnson in the last round.
7-2.
Oh my, just beautiful court positioning and then a flick of the wrist.
Yeah, he just looks so comfortable and almost casual coming forward, but he just has such a good understanding of the angles that he needs to cover once he gets up there.
And Arnold a little frustrated with the miss.
Yeah, and the pattern I'm seeing from Arnold, he just needs to kind of recalibrate his flight path a little on the returns because his misses haven't been long. They've been in the net, and he's had several quite short as well. And he's just not going to have that depth. You know, when he's doing that, he really, in singles, depth is the most important thing. You're always looking for depth. What you decide on is, you know, forehand, backhand, middle, but you're always wanting to get good depth.
10-2 game point for J.W. Johnson in a hurry. Beautiful shot there from Arnold. So can he get a little something going? He's been staring at the ground as if the ball isn't coming up again. Indoor surface, lots of new things to adapt to, and the adaptable will be the ones that win here.
Side out.
Yeah, Arnold just struggling to find his spots right now. You know, obviously frustrated, but when you're down 10-2, this is the time to just play free, try to find, you know, a pattern or some sort of confidence builder to take into a probable game two.
Paddle clap from, it is J.W. Johnson, cool under pressure, just ahead comfortably, 11-2 in game number one.
Yeah, I mentioned I was kind of surprised by the lifetime of that 7-1 head-to-head, but you know, game one certainly went like somebody who was 7-1, you know, lifetime. So we'll see if Arnold can bounce back. He seems to be seemingly frustrated about the bounce of the ball. It seems to be a little bit lower than he's used to and hasn't been able to calibrate his passing shots yet.
Yep, so the fiery one gets the first point of game number two. And the volume's going up.
Yeah, if you're an Arnold fan, that's what you love to hear. And obviously it's go time for him now. We talked about, you know, the opportunity for the women with Waters out. We mentioned Ben Johns will not be in the final. These guys have a great opportunity to play for gold.
That's just two great balls in a row there from J.W. Johnson, just keeping Arnold off the kitchen and pressure.
Yeah, smart job going behind him there. Arnold was already running to that forehand side. Johnson just said, you know what, I don't think you can really hurt me if I keep it in that corner.
And that just can't happen. Pretty easy volley to stay ahead in that rally.
Side out.
Fortunate again there by Arnold. He just, again, needs a little more lift, a little more height, and more net clearance to get some good depth on that return if he's going to come away the victor in this match.
What a strike on the return from J.W. Johnson there. Just absolutely tattooed a two-handed backhand.
Yeah, that was a rope if there ever was one. And good job by Arnold just making him play one more ball, but too far on defense there.
Good job by Arnold there. And it's interesting, you see that, and then you see very limited off the bounce of the kitchen and doubles from J.W. Johnson of going after those groundies. So, because they are there, you just saw it, and you've seen it throughout this day against Stacksrud as well.
Side out.
Yeah, I think Johnson's a very disciplined doubles player, especially in men's and on that backhand side. But I think he could maybe redline his game a little more. We see some of the ability he has.
Hello, Exhibit A. That's just too good. And you saw Arnold show the way that J-Dub holds the paddle with that unique positioning. Can you speak to that a little bit, Kyle?
Yeah, he hinges his wrist in a unique way, and what it allows him to do is kind of change the trajectory and angle of the ball even as it starts to get kind of behind his body or close to his body. Certainly a very high degree of difficulty, but it's a unique technique that allows him to be offensive at some different times.
Another great first volley from J.W. Johnson all day long. I mean, if Arnold isn't perfect, he's eating it because the next ball is so deep.
Yeah, there's just so much action off the paddle. Again, it's a short motion, but it's a fast motion where he really accelerates well to create that spin.
Again, targeting that Arnold backhand volley, gets a mistake there as well.
3-1.
Way too short into the middle of the court on the return there, and Arnold is having a lengthy discussion with himself as he goes back to get the ball here. 4-1 J.W. Johnson.
4-1. Side out.
Arnold found a nice deep return there, and you know, I've had matches like that too. You come out and what feels right to you off the paddle just doesn't translate into the correct depths. You almost have to aim to almost try to miss a return long just to kind of find your bearings out there.
Now there's a beautiful two-handed backhand. We know it's in there. This is one of the fieriest players and one of the highest level players in the early part of our run through the desert in Arizona. He was the MVP of Major League Pickleball, and deservedly so, and here we go.
He's going now, Dave. He's going now.
And he has a unique grip on that backhand, just holds it up the paddle just a little bit.
3-4.
Left hand rolls through, another winner.
Point.
And we are tied at 4.
Yeah, he kind of shoots from the hip on that side. He holds it, holds it, holds it. And again, similar to Johnson, really accelerates up the back of that ball right at the last second.
Side out.
And you heard him say you got to hit it there. So he did hit it well enough to get this tied up at 4. So J.W. Johnson
4-4.
back to serve. That's just brilliant singles.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, he's just so calm moving forward, and that's so tough to be like that in singles when there's so much court that you have to worry about covering.
That's a gorgeous overhead from Julian Arnold there. Yeah, when all 20 feet is yours, you seem to be in a hurry, or at least you think you have to be, and that's the absolute opposite of what you should be doing. 4-5. I see your Arnold overhead, and I've got an Arnold angle as well, says J.W. Johnson.
Both giving a lesson how to, you know, pronate on that overhead right at the top to go kind of inside out there.
5-4. Side out.
Wow. What recognition to take the one before that out of the air, Kyle.
Well, and even the shot he missed, the degree of difficulty, darn near had that. To go from a fast battle to just completely taking the pace off that ball for a short angle, darn near worked for Johnson. But Arnold now right there.
5-5.
5-5. Dave Johnson still barking it out.
Side out.
I mean, the going behind your opponent in singles is just usually one of the easiest places to finish. Just make them make the first move the other way. Smart shot from Johnson.
Side out.
Yeah, good job by Arnold there on that volley. He put a little extra backspin on there, went straight up the middle, but it landed so short and stayed so low. Tough for Johnson to be able to do anything with that pass.
Oh, the dropper, so pretty. And you think, don't drop it because Arnold is so quick, but he's so far behind the baseline. Such a smart choice from Johnson.
Yeah, when you can bring him to the net on your terms and keep that advantage, then it's a good play.
Look at this hustle from Arnold, my goodness. Oh, he had the Andiamo planned after that backhand. He saw a winner down the line, but unfortunately didn't hit it clean at all.
Well, and that's what you hope for. All that coverage, all that getting another ball back. He's just waiting for his moment to have that opening. He had it and just was unable to connect.
Time in.
After this, we got Austin, then hello, Utah. Red Rocks, beautiful court there set just below the Red Rocks. Go to pickleballtournaments.com and PPA Tour. You can play where these guys play right next to them, Kyle.
So many great venues all over the country. I promise you we will be coming to a stop near you at some point this year.
Yeah, and hello Nashville, hello Seattle. First time in those two areas. That's going to be so much fun later in the year.
Back to Denver again this year, I believe.
Absolutely. So all we're doing is expanding and bringing this great sport to a lot of new players. And speaking of new players, the official information just came out this week. Pickleball, again, wildly the fastest growing sport. Over 150% growth of the people playing. It's incredible. Oh my, lob volley. That did not work out.
Yeah, that's maybe a touch too creative. You know, he'll lob a little bit more than most in singles. I think in that situation, probably just won't work out for him most of the time.
Yeah, because you don't have J-Dub convicted on a dink there to try and throw it over his head, and the kid's tall and athletic.
Yeah, he wasn't all the way at the line, so a much tighter space to have that be effective.
And that lands directly on the line, much to the chagrin of Julian Arnold, and we are at 9-5. What a shot from Johnson.
Yeah, it's so tough to straighten that ball out when you're on the stretch like that. But we talked about the wrist control that he has. There's an example of what that can do for you.
It is absolute go time. We talked about fire and ice, and it is time for all the fire for that man, Julian Arnold, right now. And he will take it. He don't care how that went over. 6-9. And a Bright back there hanging out.
6-9.
Played a very entertaining match against Catherine Parento earlier today.
Side out.
Yeah, we talked about, Arnold just struggling a little bit with the conditions. I'm assuming just based on his body language that the bounce is maybe a little lower than he's used to, and you don't see him miss that low in the net very often in a big moment like this.
Side out.
So trying to find that energy. 6-9.
6-9. Side out.
Well wide there, and just can't be committed to that consistent ball striking that he is known for.
And these are the instincts that the top level players have. I think when you get that good of a return against you, maybe sometimes not going for the pass and just forcing your opponent to play a volley and waiting for that opening might be the better choice. Easier to say that from here for sure.
No, make him do something first. Oh, caught. Wow, J.W. Johnson, they're both shaking their head because J-Dub was on his way to the left and stuck his paddle out and hit a clean one.
Yeah, I think they were both fooled at different points in that point, but Johnson able to get it. It's just kind of been his day so far.
And that stab volley just stays inside the baseline. So, again, Johnson stuck at 9 for the last 3 times he's had the chance to pull up to 10. Oh my. Read that like his favorite book did J.W. Johnson, but swatted it into the net.
Yeah, and maybe that will be the point that turns things around. Arnold very fortunate to sneak that one away.
And then cannot believe that the serve trickled over the net. Obviously not a let. It's got to clear the kitchen to get a reserve. That didn't even get close to clearing the kitchen. So another chance to get to 10 for J.W. Johnson. And he is way ahead in the point, but the hands from Julian Arnold.
Both these guys are elite doubles players, showcasing the fast hand battle there in singles. And again, Arnold giving himself another chance here to stay alive in game 2.
And you heard Arnold say, so dumb, drop another one. Another vicious two-handed backhand return started that whole thing from Johnson.
He's hitting all those drops just to extend the point, not necessarily putting a ton of pressure on, but he's waiting for that opening and upset at himself that maybe he pulled the trigger just a little too early.
Oh, and goes with the lob serve to change it up. Wow. Oh, I hope he's okay. Something weird happened on that left leg there. I think he's all right.
Yeah, he was trying to stop quickly and pull this ball, I think, across his body, but it was just too far outside his strike zone to do that. Looks like he's going to be okay.
And we are at match point, go to Sunday point for J.W. Johnson. And that will do it. J.W. Johnson.